All right, everybody, welcome in. Hello, welcome to Sat Today. This is a weekly reading for each of the zodiac signs as we're moving into this second full week of October. I'm going to start on the midweek readings this week. All right, so you'll see them soon. Probably not till midweek, but you'll see them. All right, I hope everybody's doing great today. We are going to start with Libra. And then we're going to move around to Virgo. And let's see here. I'm going to talk, my intention today for this reading is what do you need to know right now? Okay. What's important for you to pay attention to, or what do you need to know right now? And it is definitely a time when self-awareness might be obscured a little bit. We have Neptune moving back into Pisces. And that can be, Neptune loves Pisces, it rules Pisces, it's the modern ruler of Pisces. And so it's very interested in, hey, don't give me this storyline. Don't make a box for me. Don't tell me what's going on. I just want to float around in spirituality and love. And I just want to enjoy. And that's gorgeous. And so that's why a reading like this can help. It's just sort of like a, hey girl, hey, right? Okay. So let's do that. What else do I want to say to you? So, well, let's just dive in. If you're interested in understanding your own life path and your own life mission and how you can use astrology to go in the direction that you're really wanting to go in, you can jump onto my class, Mapping Your Timeline. We're starting October 22nd with 3 lives. I'm going to share with you the astrology of 2026 and what to look out for and who might be most impacted by it. Okay. So all of that below, you can also just join those 3 lives if you want. And you can decide on the astrology class later. It's up to you. Lots of choices. At the end of this video, I will pull cards for everybody watching. Okay. So let's go. Libra. This card is kind of yelling at me. Serendipity. Good luck. Good luck. Something about being pulled out of a situation, like at the last minute, like right before. It's almost like you step through a portal and you're saved from something. Yeah. There's a stroke of good luck, and just lean into it coming in, because there's something, whatever you're worried about right now, I wouldn't waste any more time worrying about it. It's going to be fine. And I just feel like all of a sudden you get just plucked up and pulled through this portal. And so just align with that idea that like I'm aligning with this next level timeline that I really want to be on. Oh, look at that. The 10 of Cups. We have the moon here. We just had a full moon in Aries. We have a new moon in Scorpio coming up. This is Cancer energy. This is Cancer energy too. Okay. So I see the world. This is like the portal, right? I see the world. Knight of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Swords. That's interesting. So this definitely says to me that you're on your way to something new and gorgeous, but there's somebody who's angry or somebody who wants, I'm getting the word payback. I don't think this is going to happen, but let's just see. 7 of Wands, the King of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the outcome is the Ace of Cups. So I also feel like some of you could be seeing a person, or could be kind of resistant to a person because you think there's some kind of third party energy connected to it, but that's not true. I feel like this could be your own anger as well. Some of you have some pretty fast moving mindsets, like this person showed up and that must mean that it's a bad thing for me, because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to not having 10 of Cups. Okay. The new moon in Scorpio is a chance to really transform, right? A chance to really transform. Let me see here. I just want to look at this for 1 second. Where's my October? can't see it, so I'm just going to do, there it is, October. Oh, sorry, new moon in Libra first. What am I saying to you? Your moon, new moon in Libra. New moon in Libra, right, the new moon in November is in November. New moon Scorpio is in November. So the new moon in Libra, but there's definitely something about Scorpio time, right? The new moon in Libra happens on the 21st of October, and like the very next day, we're moving into Scorpio, okay? So it's not the new moon in Scorpio, it's new moon in Libra, your sign. And then the very next day, we move into Scorpio, and we have this watery feeling. So leading up to that new moon, we have a lot of air, and I'm seeing that here with this Knight of Swords. You could be talking to somebody, right? You have this beautiful fantasy about love, but you are very wary of things. I feel like you're going to meet this person. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not a timing card. I feel like you're going to meet this person, and you're going to be a little bit standoffish or a little bit wary of them. I feel like they're awesome, though. Okay, July, a Leo energy. Okay, expect movement today. What's underneath here? It's already here. Okay, expect movement today. It's already here. So this person is somebody you may not know yet. Cancer, right? Cancer energy, Sagittarian energy, the King of Wands. You might be pushing them back a little bit. I feel like they're a King of Wands, Leo energy. Wait. Aries energy. Sorry, Aries energy. So this is about, you might see them through the lens of a relationship or a relationship pattern. You're getting pulled through the portal. So if you feel like this person is bad news, you get pulled through this portal. But I don't know. Let me ask about the King of Wands. Who this person might be. 9 of Wands, 3 of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Lover's card. This person is likely your person, Libra. And so here's the thing. This person is going to keep trying. And I feel like they're going to try some, like, maybe talking to friends of yours, asking about you. It's going to be like around the back of things, but not in a terrible way. Like, this person is somebody who's had a lot of heartbreak. And I feel like you have too. All right. I feel like you have too. So this Ace of Swords is like, oh no, they're not sneaky or furious, angry, rage, something like that. I feel like you might be healing some rage right now, and you're moving on to this new timeline. And so this timeline is basically showing you the truth through a different lens. The Lover's card, this joyous connection. So I feel like this is already here. And if you haven't met this person yet, you will very soon. Okay. I feel like some of you do know who this person is. And they're offering the real deal. Even though there's the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Wands there, and this Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands, I feel like you're a good match for this person. There might be a second person that you're dreaming about or you're wanting to be connected to. This is a different person. This is a new soulmate, a brand new soulmate. And you get, oh, okay, here's the deal. Get pulled away from this old person into this, not old person, but this previous love. This person is very wary of love. They're both kind of wary of love, as you are as well. However, I feel like the universe, if you're doing healing work and you're aligned with love, the universe is like pulling you through something that isn't healed into something that is. And I just feel, or something that is getting healed. I feel like this person, this King of Wands, is somebody who's getting healed. And that is really amazing, because this person still lives in a fantasy or still lives in fear of something. It doesn't really matter what it is, because I feel like this is the direction to go in. And both of you have had some real heartbreak in your life. Both of you have dealt with that. And now this is a choice to just be aligned with your true self, your true nature. This person is very much like you. They have had similar experiences. Anything else for Libra? Anything else for Libra? Four of Wands. Oh yeah, this is your person. Justice. Oh, I love this. There's the World card and the Six of Pentacles. There's definitely something about what you're doing in terms of your own healing that is going to help you see that this is the right person. Maybe it's just watching this reading. Okay. You're watching this reading and you're like, oh, okay, maybe, maybe I'm kind of pushing somebody off if I've already met them, or maybe I'm kind of restricting myself from this person. Like it's too good to be true, but it's not. This person's for real. Happy birthday to you, Libra. This person's for real. It's already here. It's already here. Beautiful. Gorgeous energy there. Okay, so that is for Libra. Don't forget, it's the new moon in your sign. It's the new moon in your sign. Okay, let's see where we're going. Okay, let's take another deck here. Now, Scorpio, your new moon is in November. Okay, why? Some of you are going to go for a reading or go for a you're opening up a chapter in your life. Some of you are wanting to know why, how did I get here, or what's the purpose of me being here. Okay, some of you are doing that. I feel like a sense of like, how did I get here? How did I get here? I'm just hearing that over and over again. King of Cups underneath for you. Page of Cups, the Tower. Sorry. There's something here. Yeah, like a surprise coming in. A surprise coming in for you. This is water, but this is Cancer energy. Okay. So, Page of Swords, Nine of Wands. You got a dagger in your hand, my friend. Six of Wands, you're overcoming something here. Overcoming, like, why did that have to happen? Something surprising happens. I'll clarify that in a minute. Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, the Lover's card, and the outcome is the Queen of Wands. So it could be dealing with a Leo, Gemini, Cancer. And why did this have to happen? Why did this have to happen? You keep having that same message going through your mind. Why did this have to happen? And I just keep getting drawn to this Tower. Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, Hanged Man. I feel like there was an opportunity, a small opportunity with a water sign that I feel like went sideways. Like, why did this have to happen? Another water sign. Somebody you could have been with for a long time and like it broke up. It broke up over something really devastatingly surprising. And like, why did this have to happen? I feel like you need to reframe this for yourself. Okay. Because we're looking at this Hanged Man and it's basically saying you need to look at this differently. I feel like you've been looking at it through the lens of, well, they're a cheater, right? Third party energy with the Three of Pentacles. But I feel like there's something else for you to know and learn. Like, why did this happen? Before you go into this new direction. This is a really great new direction, but I feel like you're hanging on to a story that is very defeating or self-defeating. It doesn't help you. It makes you stuck. It's sort of like it's something outside of me. And, I don't want to, I'm not blaming the victim here or anything when you get cheated on kind of thing. I don't want to do that. But I do want to say to you that it will help you to understand how you got there, to just go a little deeper into the road that led to this sudden aha moment or sudden change in this connection, because you're about to have a new opportunity come your way that could last a really long time. Okay. And it's a choice. You do not have to do this. As with anything, you do not have to choose this person. I got the Page of Wands in reverse, Nine of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So you're definitely feeling like this is probably for those of you who have stayed away from relationships after something really bad happened. It's quite common to do that. But now you're getting a real legit opportunity, and it feels, you just feel resistant to me because of this. But I also see that you might be happy on your own, which is why this is showing up. It's great. Okay. Like you have done some kind of healing work. See, I just feel like he's got this dagger. Like I'm going to cut you. Anybody who comes close to me because I've had so many bad things happen, I'm going to cut you, but you're overcoming this. You're overcoming that fear and reframing that for yourself. Like this happened because, we lost touch with each other, because that person I was with isn't really a king. They're a page. Okay. They're not mature enough. But there's a great new thing coming, and it's basically saying you can make a choice to put down that dagger and welcome it in. Okay, Scorpio, that's awesome. All right. It's really interesting whenever a card appears in the reverse in my readings, because I don't usually read reversals, but this is about you're blocking your passion. You're blocking your passion by like making sure everybody stays away from you. You're definitely blocking something, and there's going to be a big opportunity coming through. You've had the Ace of Cups here in the past, but this is actively something legit, something that is stable or that will last a long time. And I feel like you might be in a good place as you're doing your healing. And so there might be this thing that you have about like, do I let this person in? I feel like everybody has hurt me. I don't really want to let anybody in. So it's really up to you. Okay. It's really up to you if you want that connection. All right, Scorpio, Saggies. Let's go, Saggies. What's going on? Oh, Yang energy. What's that about? Let's use this. All right, let's use this. So Yang energy is the Ace of Wands. It is about taking action, right? It is about bold behavior. It's about you sort of expressing yourself on a very powerful level. And it's almost like a magic wand. I kind of see the Yang energy as a magic wand, which is interesting. Very male energy. The Knight of Wands, Two of Wands at a crossroads here, my love. Two of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay, a lot of wands. Ooh, Five of Pentacles, Tower, Page of Pentacles, Chariot, and the Knight of Pentacles. So what else is under here? Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. I kind of like this work. Four of Swords. You're really aligning with good energy here. I feel like you do have somebody looking at you. All right, this Knight of Wands. He's looking at her like side eye. He's looking at her. So I just, sometimes when I see the Knight of Wands, I'm getting that this person is very passionate but also like is afraid of commitment. And this is somebody that you might know through your community, through your work, something like that. And I just see you as like really, really doing your own, like both of these have their eyes closed. Like I'm just focused inward, right? Even though that's Queen of Swords, I'm focused inward on my own stuff. But now I'm learning something new. So this Tower and the Five of Pentacles, the opportunity is to let go of some direction. I feel like you're trying to bring two directions together. Or you're trying to, that's what the Chariot does too. The Chariot tries to bring things together. It's almost like you're trying to make somebody into somebody they're not. Okay. So Five of Pentacles and the Tower. Ace of Cups, King of Cups, 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Okay. So this is, all right. That's interesting. I feel like you're trying to bring two things together. And I feel like it might be somebody who is like not ready for commitment or not really a person who loves commitment. That's what the Knight of Wands is. And here you go. You got another person coming in. Ace of Cups, King of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. This person, 6 of Cups. This person could be coming back from the past. So you just have to really be aware. You got a decision to make here. And I see Cancer energy here. I see Sag, Leo, and Virgo energy. More Cancer up here with the King of Cups. So there's definitely something here, Sag, about like learning your lesson. Whee, there goes the door. Learning your lesson and moving forward towards somebody who's very trustworthy. So I just get the feeling that you have somebody in your mind who you want to get together with. Well, hold on. I feel like there's some telepathy here. And I just feel like this person hasn't learned the lessons that you had hoped they did. So just be careful that you're not seeing this person in a way that they aren't. Okay. Now there's somebody coming back from the past. This person's been watching you. They're coming back looking like the King of Cups, Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups. But there's a disappointment here. This is the 5 of Pentacles, which is like, I almost feel like they're trying to get with you because of what you have, not because of who you are. You might be very successful. I also feel like you're learning something new, and that's driving you right now. That's going to be really great. The Tower is this person showing up, and it's going to be your job to determine whether they are worth your time to start a relationship with. I'm seeing a lot of Knight energy here, which is kind of teenagery energy, but this person's trying to paint themselves as the King of Cups. This is almost like a too good to be true scenario. The 5 of Pentacles says that there's something lost. You might have left this person out in the cold in the past, but they're suddenly coming back. They suddenly have something to say to you. This Cancer energy. Yes, 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, 9 of Swords, and the Star. This person may propose. That's a shocker. Okay, but I do think there's something about money or something that you have that this person wants. They see that as a real benefit to being in relationship with you. It's not the only reason, because I think they see you as very sexy or something, very desirable. And so they're going to talk with you about like moving in together or moving somewhere together or getting married or becoming engaged or whatever it is. And I feel like you're scared that this person has not healed. So I really want you to take your time here, because there's worry about like, oh, is this person just after my money or just after my connections or whatever you have that they want. They want something more than your body. They want something, and that can be like a good thing, right? They want something more with you, but they also could be a little bit, it's going to cause your spidey senses to, because possibly you've been with this person when they were afraid of commitment, if that person is from the past. And now all of a sudden they want a commitment. That's not how I know you. The Knight of Pentacles here. Yeah, awakening. This person's had a spiritual awakening. The 5 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. They've let go of all their worldly belongings. And that might be a little red flag to you, that they're expecting like you to take care of them or something like that. And I just want to say to you, like, I think the awakening is legit, Sag. I think that because you are working on your own healing, this is like, I don't know, it's not a test, but it's definitely this person's taking action to get with you. And that's not really how you know them. So you're going to need to, first of all, don't step into giving them a lot of money or make it easier for them. I feel like you need to let them learn what they need to learn. So don't go solving problems for them that they're not really asking you to solve. Okay, whoopsie. It's important that you pay attention to that. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, so that's for you, Sag. Awesome. Just, maybe ask a lot of questions, okay? And don't go jumping in to give them a ton of help. That's not really what they're asking you for, okay? You just think it is. All right, Capricorn, breathe. All right, let's use this deck. Capricorn, breathe. This is a 29 card. 2 + 9 is 11. So there's something spiritual about this. That's meditation. She's clearly meditating, not just breathing, but she's following her breath. There's something that's trying to come through to her, possibly from an ancestor. Okay, so you may have some ancestors talking to you right now, and this is about you listening to them. It's about you listening to what they have to say. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, death. For sure. Death, judgment, 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, there's the devil energy, the Queen of Cups, the Strength card. Lots of major arcanas here for such a small reading so far. Ace of Swords, 6 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. There's something new trying to come in here. I do feel like you have an ancestor trying to help you get out of a situation. Whatever you feel stuck in right now, your ancestor is saying that you're going to hear some kind of truth, and it's going to send you moving on from whatever situation you're stuck in. There's some kind of lack mentality that is keeping you stuck, that's keeping you staying in where you are. Like, this is the best it's going to be, or this is the only job I can get, or this relationship isn't that bad, or whatever it is. But your job here is to align with spirit, because the ancestors have some truth to tell you, and that is going to make all the difference. It's going to move you forward, right? Knight of Wands here. That's, we got Leo energy. Knight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. We've got the Capricorn, Scorpio, a lot here. Now, the 3 of Wands says, I feel like you don't know where to place your expectations. If you take some kind of, if you lean into this awakening and get this information coming through, I almost feel like you move away from where you are now fast, and the other thing isn't coming in quite yet. So there may be a gap between you leaving behind a situation and a new one coming in. And I'm going to say to you that might cause some fear in you. Like, oh, did I do the wrong thing? How come I'm waiting? Why wasn't it waiting for me? There's something about trust and having faith. Okay. King of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. What you want is on the other side of you moving away from this toxicity. And I feel like this is a masculine ancestor trying to tell you that it's time for you to move on from where you are. There's something new coming in. You might move a little not too fast, but having that gap in between the ending of something and the beginning of something else is the reason you're not doing it. You think that that's proof that the internet, okay. You think that that's proof that you're making a mistake by moving away from a very, very toxic or bottoming out. This other relationship, this other situation is kind of bottoming out, and stepping into something new feels a little bit anxiety producing. You're going to have to wait. All right. 3 of Wands says, I'm going to have to wait no matter what. If you continue to wait so that there's no gap, that's not it. There's going to be a gap no matter what. Okay. So it's not proof that you made a bad decision at all. What it's teaching you is to have more faith in yourself. More faith, more compassion for the self, and that this is going to take courage. to get away from wherever you are now. But I feel like this male ancestor is trying to say to you, on the other side is everything you wanted, everything you've wanted. But you're going to have to trust. You're going to have to kind of roll with it and not freak out if the person or the job isn't immediately there. If you're trying to make the new life overlap with the new life overlap with the old life, that's not going to happen. Okay. So if you start a new thing and you're not gone from the old thing yet, it can cause a lot more problems. It's going to cause a lot more problems. So I wouldn't think that that's a good idea. So you're going to need to go in that direction, listen to what spirit has to say, and your ancestors trying to help you out. Okay. Aquarius. All right. Orphaned. What went on in your childhood, my love? This is continuing. You're continuing to abandon yourself in your adult life because of something that happened to you as a child. Okay. You could be like cutting ties in a relationship or not believing in yourself, not believing in a relationship because of what happened in your childhood. I highly recommend you look into it. Were you a scapegoat? Were you black sheep? What happened? Because that's impacting everything that's going on right now. It's so if you're looking at a situation right now, you got to look to the past to see the origins of what's happening now, right? The Fool, Two of Swords, and the Five of Cups. King of Pentacles. Some of you have left behind. Maybe you've sabotaged things in the past because of this, and you didn't know. You didn't know. Knight of Swords, Mercury, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus. All right, Tower. Tower has come up in almost every reading so far. Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Temperance card, Sagittarius. And the outcome is the King of Wands, which is Aries energy. Very beautiful. This is definitely about you like having a lot of confusion around a new opportunity. And I feel like Archangel Michael is bringing in a new opportunity. Okay. I do feel like this person is very stable and solid. And this Tower has you running away like Mercury, right? Like running away really fast or running away. And it's because like, I think there's something going on behind the scenes, but I don't really know. Maybe you've been dealing a lot with secrecy or secrets. Maybe you got a lot of 8th house stuff going on in your birth chart. This is definitely saying to me that this King of Wands energy is coming in. Aries, Sag. Okay, talk to me about the Tower here. Talk to me about the Tower. Magician. More Mercury, more Gemini. 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. And the 5 of Wands. So, whatever, the Tower is basically you're needing to look at your family upbringing in order to not sabotage everything. Okay. So you're needing to get more clear about how you choose people in your life. This orphaned or whatever happened as a child, you definitely keep abandoning yourself by choosing people who are not trustworthy. Okay. Or yourself not being trustworthy, right? Maybe you're running away from commitment or something like that. This is absolutely you harnessing the power. I'm not crazy about Magician and 7 of Swords and the 7 of Cups, but I feel like it has something to do with secrecy in the family. 10 of Pentacles, secrecy in the family, or a family scapegoat thing, or a family story that you keep telling yourself. You don't even know that you can stop doing that. Okay. That they made everything about you, all their problems are your fault. And you don't even really, so I really need you to look back into your family upbringing, because that is going to really surprise you in terms of like, oh, wow, that had nothing to do with me. I'm just the person that they deposited all of their anger, rage, whatever they couldn't process, whatever situation they couldn't handle in the family. It was my fault. And so now I feel like Archangel Michael is bringing in a really good person for you, but your job is going to be able to see the truth of things so that you don't run away from this person. I mean, Spirit knows you have free will, so you can, but it's kind of like you and the person against the problem. This is a great person for you. This is somebody who is also has a similar issue, and they're aware of it. The Ace of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, they're aware of it. It's not like I'm clueless about why these things keep happening to me. You're embarking on a new path with someone who has awareness. And I feel like you're getting awareness too, especially if you're watching this reading and I'm sharing some things with you that might pique your interest about looking into your past, to your childhood. Because I keep feeling like you abandon yourself. You orphan yourself a lot because that's what you were taught was appropriate. It's not appropriate. Okay. That is for Aquarius. That's interesting. Aquarius. All right. So now let's move on to Pisces. By the way, Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius is going direct, okay, this month, and in your sign of Aquarius. So Aquarius, you may see that deep transformational kind of experience, and this time embrace it. Okay, Pisces, what's going on with you, my friend? All that glitters. Let's do this. All that glitters. Pisces. This is illusion. Something you think has value has no value. Something you think has no value has a lot of value. I feel like you don't think you have much value. And so you've been putting on masks all along. But Pisces, that's not true. It's absolutely not true. And I feel like the angels are protecting you. You see the angel up there? I don't know if you can see that. See the angel up here? The angels are protecting you, Pisces. Four of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. There's the Wisdom card with the Hermit. So, Seven of Pentacles, something that you have been waiting a long time for. Four of Cups. Oh, yeah. Really stuck energy here. Two of Cups. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like there's an opportunity here that may come very slowly. Okay, because there's a lot of pentacles here. I feel like you start to realize your own worth and value, and then you have some kind of person that upends your sense of self-awareness. No, your self-confidence. I feel like this person upends that. Okay, because it's sort of like, can I tell someone who's a good partner for me from someone who is just shiny new object? Okay. I see the meditation thing happening, getting a lot of downloads, and this is going to help you on your path. It's going to move you onto your path. A lot of downloads. And it's sort of like you're getting out of the rut or it's a rut. Look at this. Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Very stagnant energy, waiting kind of energy for love, waiting, wanting love. But actually when it shows up, there's a freak out. Okay. Nine of Swords and the Knight of Wands. You might run away, even though you're like perfectly capable. Nine of Pentacles, you might run away. And so like everything is about work. Everything is about money, or everything shifts into kind of a fake you a little bit. Like this is not really you, but you've been waiting. Yeah. Nine of Wands. the Judgment card, the Magician, and the Sun. So that's great. That does, oh, excuse me, that does feel like you're moving away from a toxic identity that isn't yours. That's another 9. So what's the one we're missing? 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups. We're definitely at the 8s. We're at the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. So you're almost reaching your destination. And I feel like you're going to need to, that's Gemini energy, Mercury, Virgo, and the Sun, Leo energy. This is Sagittarian. So there's a lot here to think about. I feel like you've been really focused on your 3D life. It's time to focus on your spiritual life, because that's how you're going to see this person. That's how you're going to be able to tell the difference, okay, between someone who is for you and someone who's not for you. It's like, wake up, okay? Wake up spiritually a little bit more, Pisces. I know that some of you are like, God, I thought I was awake already. No, there's a blind spot here that needs your attention. Okay. All right. So that is for Pisces. Now for Aries. Change in the wind. What's going on here? What's going on with my Aries? A change in the wind. I've been seeing in a lot of these readings that there's been a shift, a complete directional shift. Some of you are just feeling that coming on. A major directional shift for you. Okay, let's see. All right. 9 of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups. There's the Ace of Wands. All right. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, if you're in a bad place right now, good news, darling. It's going to get better. 9 of Wands. Yes. Ace of Swords. King of Wands. Page of Swords. The 3 of Swords. And the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you have a framework for everybody. There's 2 aces here. I feel like you have a framework for everybody that you're dealing with. And that's the thing that needs changing. You're really needing to stop. Like 5 of Cups is about disappointment or loss, like crying over spilled milk. This can be an obsession with the past. And the Ace of Swords has to cut through that. There's an obsession with the past here, definitely, Aries. And this is Aries energy right here. So there's a message that broke your heart. A message that broke your heart, and it's got you standing still. But I feel like this reading is saying, hey, take up the mantle of change, for now is your time. 8 of Cups, and we're moving into this 9 of Pentacles sort of place. So the movement is neutral. How you're looking at it is what's going to be decisive. Whether you reject something or embrace something. What is the Ace of Swords? Oh yeah, moving forward. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. 3 aces in this very small. Wheel of Fortune. The Death card. 2 of Pentacles. You keep doing this, Aries. You keep like getting an opportunity to move forward and then you stop. I'm looking back to the past. Stuck in the past here. Because Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and transformation, it's like, I don't want change. I'm just like afraid of change. I think everything that happens with change is bad. That's my framing. Everything that goes on in terms of change is going to be bad. I really need you to reframe that for yourself. Not everything that changes is bad. What happens is you get afraid and you stand still. It's time to keep moving. Life is picked up speed in a big way. You can't just stand still. I think that's like a freeze response. Okay, so that's the thing to focus on. Why do I have this freeze response? It's time to heal that. All right. Taurus. What's going on for my Taurus? Oh boy. Chaos and conflict. Taurus, what is happening, my darling? Taurus energy. We've got Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo to go. And then I will pull cards for everybody watching. If you're new to the channel, thanks very much for being here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Six of Wands. I see the Ace of Cups here. There's definitely a sense of feeling left out in the cold. I feel like there's a Leo that might have left you out in the cold, someone who needs a lot of adoration or has a lot of adoration, someone who's famous or well-known, someone who other people see as very positive. I feel like they've left you out in the cold. Yep, that's right. Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords, la, 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 la. I don't want to hear this truth. Someone also could, the person who left you out in the cold could be, stepping into a new situation. And it's like, I don't want to know about any change. Even if this person left me out in the cold, I don't want to hear from them. I don't want to know from them. Death. Okay. Wow. An ending. Two of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the outcome is the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you are going to be single. You've been dealing with a person who has left you out in the cold, maybe financially, in order to go toward a Leo or to go toward another person. Leo, Scorpio. They're definitely moving away from third-party energy. Taurus, your person, there's no more third-party energy. The third-party thing has been dissolved. Six of Wands, the Eight of Cups. We're going towards that Nine of Pentacles. I got the Ace of Cups on the bottom. What is the Ace of Swords that you don't want to hear? It's over? Okay, I heard it's over. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to have to work on this. The Moon, the Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. I'm afraid of people taking advantage of me. This is feels very unsafe to me. I'm angry about this. I'm angry about some third party situation. And I feel like there is an ending here, an ending to the chaos and conflict. You're moving towards this. I really like this. You're moving towards the Nine of Pentacles. That feels very stable and solid. This is a decision you're making right now. I feel like you have a lot of trepidation around money because the Five of Pentacles over here. Some of you feel left out in the cold, but there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear here about work and money. I don't want to have anything change. I'm afraid to have anything change. Okay, you're going in a direction. Seven of Cups. There's going to be a lot of Seven of Pentacles, the World, and the Page of Cups. So there's going to be a lot of new opportunities coming in, Taurus. And this feels like it's not just one particular part of your life that is leading the show. I feel like you're completely, like everything seems up in the air here to me. Like the actual card of Seven of Cups is like everything's up in the air. Okay, everything's up in the air. And so I'm going to just wait it out. I don't think that's the action that Spirit is saying. I feel like the more you stand still, the more upheavally it's going to feel. Like you've got to surf this. You got to surf this energy, Taurus. And this might be very like outside of your comfort zone. You got to surf this energy. You can't sit and wait. I do feel like there is an ending, and that's something you don't want to hear. So you might not even be watching this video now if it's for you, but I do want to say to you that things are looking good, because whatever you're doing right now isn't actually working. You're just pretending it's working. Okay. All right. That's for Taurus. That's for Taurus. Okay. Gemini. Let's use you. Gemini, what's going on for you? Truth be told. I like this. Some kind of truth. Whoopsie, come on over here. I feel like some of you are opening your heart finally, or you're hearing the truth from another person, or you're telling the truth to another person. It's going to be very freeing. Some of you have had this on your heart for a long time. Yeah, some of you have had this on your heart for a very long time. All right, let's see what the reading shows. Like, you have a truth you need to get off your chest. All right, Gemini. Yes, indeed. All right, 5 of Cups. We've got the Judgment card, and we've got the Death card. Death and the Tower have come out in a lot of these readings. I just want to say to you. Okay, there's the 2 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. That relationship stagnated, or is stagnant. Opportunity. Page of Cups. Some kind of surprise. Information coming through. Let's see. King of Wands. 2 of Swords. The Star card. And the outcome is the 5 of Pentacles. What? All right. King of Swords. So some of you are ending a relationship, and it ends with you saying, I'm done here. This relationship has stagnated. This relationship is not healthy. This is about you taking action. I feel like you're saving yourself for an Aries energy. Been dealing with an Aquarian, and that's what needs healing, right? That's what needs healing. That relationship is stagnant. Knight of Pentacles. Dragging one's feet. I feel like you're the one who's kind of putting in effort. The 2 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Hermit, and the 9 of Wands. So you're like, this is a stagnant situation. And like, you're going in different directions. And like, imagine a invisible rope around each of the people's waist. It's like you can't go any further than a certain distance from each other. There's something about that. I'm also getting this keeps happening over and over again. I feel like you've worked on this and worked on this and worked on this, and nothing has changed. There's a truth you need to tell. Like, this is just over. Like, you may have already said that to that person. Gemini. This person is I feel like this person is likely to leave, or you're leaving them out in the cold, that 5 of Pentacles. And like the invisible rope needs to be let go of. You need to release your ego around this. Some of you are all tied up, literally tied up in the way people see me because I'm connected to this person. Or this is how people see me. Or you feel like you can't go further in life without this person. That's leading you to this 5 of Pentacles mindset that I'm dragging my feet. I don't want this to end, but I do, because it's stagnant. I do want it to end, but I don't want it to end because it has something to do with my own appearance in the world. You're going to be able to be yourself now. Okay, once you let go of this person or let go of the situation, I feel like you've been blocking actually a very good love partner by continuing to stay stagnant in another situation. It's time to go. It's time to tell the truth. Okay, it's time to tell the truth, Gemini. All right, that's for my Geminis. Okay. Let's go here. Cancerian, you got me. Here we go. Go the distance. You are at a distance from somebody, but you're nearing the finish line with them. You're at some kind of distance. That's a cheetah. That's a very fast moving. I feel like if you want this person, you better hurry up. You're at the finish line or near the finish line, if you stop or don't go the whole distance or don't feel like you need to, like maybe you take this person for granted or whatever, I feel like you're almost at the finish line of something. If you want this person, if you want to fix something or you want this person in your life, you better hurry up. Okay, because I feel like there's somebody else coming in. 10 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Hanged Man. Okay, 2 of Swords. Could have been at odds with this person. I feel like it's ego. Something about seeing things from a new angle, family stories, have brought up a lot of this erratic energy. And I feel like you move fast when you need to or when you know you need to. Other times you kind of just don't do anything and stand still. 2 of Swords, King of Pentacles. Wow. Opportunity, Queen of Swords. I feel like you have to say something. Where's the doggies? Right. You have to say something. You can't. That's the finish line. You have to tell them how you feel or whatever. The Lover's card, the Fool. Oh, wow. The Sun card and the Death card. My goodness, that Death card has shown up in almost every reading. So if you speak your mind, speak your truth, Queen of Swords is Aquarian energy. I've got elemental air. There's Gemini, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Capricorn energy here. What is this? Knight of Swords is mutable air. That's you, Gemini. All right, so let me see here about the Death card. Page of Cups, maybe an apology. Okay, Cancer, maybe there's an apology that you need to, oh boy. 10 of Swords, Queen of Cups, Page of Wands, and the King of Swords. Okay, so some of you need to end a bad situation that you're in. This could be a long-term family relationship or a long-term marriage or something like that that has you feeling very stuck. Hanged Man. And maybe because of children. But you have a new path coming up, a very powerful new path. You have to choose it though, right? It's free will. We have free will. You have to choose it. The first step is getting out of a toxic situation. I mean, come on, look at this. Death card and the 10 of Swords. Could be with a water sign or an air sign. Maybe somebody with a lot of earth, a lot of money. Or there's money. Money is the consideration here. But I feel like getting free of this, because we have the 10 of Pentacles here. This is something about maybe your money. You don't want to give up your money. And so you just stay. And, but I feel like there's a big argument going on, or there's something happening, some kind of fighting. Some of you need a lawyer. Some of you are lawyers. King and Queen of Swords. What are you learning? 3 of Cups, King of Cups, that's you, and the 4 of Swords. Some of you are learning, I feel like you have to ask a friend for help. This friend could be a lawyer, or this friend could be somebody who is very smart about money. You need some help in order to get out of this. This is about taking the next steps that will be the finish of something, right? The finish line of this. Taking this next step will be the finish of it. So if getting a lawyer is getting the finish of it, or figuring out the money stuff is like, that's the end of it. You've been standing in the ambiguity of that for a long time. But the ending is coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's sort of the 5th card in my readings are always timing cards, and that's not really a timing card. Oh, here you are. Something started this summer, Gemini and then Leo energy here. In time for Taurus season, there's Aquarian energy, Scorpio, and by the end of this year. So this is almost like standing still after some not knowing what the next step is. Okay, whatever happened in Taurus season or Aquarius season is first, and then Taurus, and then Scorpio. Scorpio is the end of it. Scorpio season is the end of it. The dead end of it. Bit graphic. This is about children. There's something here about children or friends, not wanting to lose children or friends. But by the end of this year, this will be complete because you're stepping into something that is leading you to more joy. And I feel like some of you have had a feeling of impotence, something about that, feeling of no power. You're almost at the finish line. Going to have a little bit more resiliency to get over that finish line. Also, if you want to go the distance with somebody, what you're learning about the ending of this relationship is going to be very, very helpful as you move forward. What would you do differently? That's what you need to think of, Cancer. What would I do differently? Okay. I'll put these over here. All right. So, Leo, what's happening for you? Exchanging gifts. That's lovely energy. Exchanging gifts. Something is very important to you. Someone gives you a very important gift. Themselves, or, I mean, a cat. There's a cat here, kind of like batting at the ballerina, or that's like a dragonfly. So there's some kind of gift of messages from spirits coming through animals. There's an animal involved in this, a pet or something like that. Oh my gosh, the Tower, the Ace of Pentacles, and this Five of Cups. I feel there's Libra energy. You're very excited to move. Well, I feel like there was an ending and you're very excited to move on from the ending. I don't want to sit in. I get the feeling, Leo, that you don't want to grieve this, or you feel like you've grieved it, but you really haven't. Okay. Just because you're upset or sad about it doesn't mean you've done the deep work. And that's what's being asked of you right now. Two of Swords, don't want to know. La, 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 la. Cancer had that as the first card too. Emperor, Aries energy. In the comments, how many of the readings have had the Death card in it? And the Tower. We're getting the Tower a lot. So how many, drop a comment, how many of these readings have the Death card in it and or the Tower? Interesting. Strength card, Ace of Swords, a lot of Ace of Swords coming up too. Six of Swords, and the outcome is the Hanged Man. You're almost there. You're almost there. It is going to take you courage to get over the finish line here. There's something about father energy. Like not listening to an elder about an ending in your life. Some of you have pushed that aside, and that I feel like that's kind of a good thing. I feel like this father has, or this masculine energy has kind of betrayed you, or not really been there when you needed them, or something like that. I feel like they're just kind of doing their own thing and not paying attention to you. I do feel like you need help, and I feel like you'll find it. You're moving in a good direction here. The Strength card, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Swords. This is like, going to like Greece or something. You see the Greek Isle over there. There's something about the Mediterranean here, but there's a sense of this is going to help me see the world differently. I feel like it's a good thing. King of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Four of Cups. I don't feel like your friends are helping you. I feel like they are not, I don't feel like they're terrible, but I just get the feeling that they have their own battles to fight. Okay. And you're kind of like stuck in the middle, having their own battles to fight. Like they're not really paying attention to your needs. And some of you are like, okay, I'm just going to move on from this. There's something about taking action. A lot of Aries energy. There could be a fire sign And like, you need someone to help you fight this dragon. You don't need, and so people around you are kind of like giving you a lot of advice, but I feel like it's a little bit stagnating kind of advice. Like, the advice they're giving you doesn't feel useful against the Tower and the Death card. Like, big endings happening. I'm trying to step into my new persona, who I am, trying to get out of this old identity that basically people leave me behind kind of thing, or tell me gossip or something like that. Like, I really want to step into doing my own thing. So this could be a job perspective that says, I really want to do my own thing. I don't want to work with anybody else. I want to step into because this is Leo, right? The Strength card. I don't want to work with somebody else anymore. I want to do my own thing. I want to go my own way. But whatever it is, there have been people who are telling you that you can't do it, or that you're not capable of it, which I think is not true. Okay. You are capable of it. Talk to me about this Death card. Star, Devil energy, Five of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. I just feel like you might be having a little bit of trouble identifying a toxic person from a person just having a bad day. Okay. Like, I feel like you maybe have labeled your father as somebody who's always good, always this, but parents are fallible too, right? Parents aren't always, so what does it have to do with exchanging gifts? I feel like you need a set of friends or a coworker situation that is better. Or I feel like you need to step into the limelight a little bit here, which is exactly what Leo might want. There's a death here of a toxic situation. The death here of a toxic situation, Five of Swords, is about manipulation. And this is really about you embracing you. I feel like the toxic situation flows over into your friend groups too. And something that needs to be more equilibrium, equal balance, because I'm getting a lot of things that are out of balance here, right? Like, look at the angel kind of wagging their finger at this person looking up, and, there's a lot of things out of balance. Definitely that Devil card. I feel like you want something that's more balanced. You're wanting someone who puts in the time, exchanging gifts, puts in the time as much as you do. The time, the love, the joy. And in the past, it has always been like you chasing other people. That is coming to a standstill, because I feel like you need to see why that is, that you always chase other people. It can be about a male parent. Something about your male parent needs your attention to figure out this pattern. How did I get here? Okay. So it's time for you to look into that for yourself. All right. That's Leo. Now Virgo, and then I'll read cards for everybody watching. Okay. So now Virgo energy, co-create. You have something to make with other people, with another person or other people. You're being called. There's that cheetah. Okay, remember the finish line? You're going toward a wise teacher, Virgo, right? You're the wise teacher, and they're a wise teacher too. You guys have something to co-create together. This can be a love partner or a work partner. Somebody very dynamic. King of Pentacles, absolutely. Knight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like you're leaving a bad situation and going toward a King of Pentacles. The Justice card. That's Libra. We are in Libra time right now. Tower, another Tower. How many readings has that been that we've had the Tower? The Chariot energy. Page of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the outcome is the Six of Cups. I feel like you've been fighting something. You've been fighting going towards this King of Pentacles. You've been fighting it. Maybe this person blocked you. They're from the past. You have something to share with them. I want to co-create with you. Why is the Tower here? What is the Tower doing here? Three of Swords, Eight of Wands, the World, and the Ten of Cups. Some of you are ready for the love of your life. You're leaving behind a bad situation. Okay. The Five of Pentacles, it's just draining to you. The Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands, you want to get away from it as fast as possible. Because here's the Chariot card. Could be dealing with a Libra, a Cancer, Capricorn. Okay. You're going towards this new portal very quickly. And I feel like you might have had a situation where you reached out to this person that you want to go toward, but they've blocked you. And so instead of using you see how he's like fighting back against those other 6 wands. Instead of using your Ace of Wands, which is about inspiration or passion, instead of using that with a bunch of other people, it's time to just use the Ace of Wands. Oh, I need to go toward this person, 6 of Cups from the past, who I will be happy with. There's something that had held you back from that. And it's possible that you've had a lot of broken heart periods in your life. Or maybe you broke that person's heart and you're like, I don't know if they'll take me back, or I don't know if that's going to work out. 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 10 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Judgment card. Oh yeah. So this person feels like, I think they're Libra. Okay. Queen of Swords is fixed air, which is Aquarius. And I see Jupiter there. And so that's very auspicious. It's like this person needs to put down it's kind of like this, like you've been fighting back against this person. See the 10 of Wands up here, there's been 7. So this was in the past. You fought back against this person, or you resisted long-term commitment with this person. They may have turned into the King of Pentacles and now you want to go toward them, but it may feel really bad. Or you might have turned into the King of Pentacles. And there's something about money. There's something about co-creating with this person. It's going to be very dynamic and very powerful to go toward them. I feel like you have an idea that is going to be a good one, that you need to go toward that person and they can help you. This could be a love partner too. Like you could be doing something together as a business. And this is truly a love partner for you as well. Like an all-around partner. I love that, Virgo. All right, let's do a reading for everybody watching. I'm not going to use this. Use a different deck. Let's use this. Okay. This is for everybody watching. Whee! All right, this is for everybody watching, please. What do you need to know about right now? What's going to be important for you to know right now? You are perfectly imperfect. This is about dropping your ego. I am a galactic star seed blooming. Definitely like letting go of who you used to be. Say yes to your open door. And coming soon, welcome to the ascending age. So knowing that you're imperfect or embracing your shadow is going to be very critical in this next phase. You're opening up to being a galactic star seed or, Pleiadian or some kind of maybe Atlantis. Can be some kind of opportunity coming through. When you say, I'm not perfect, right? This is what it means to be on the planet Earth, is that we all have shadow. And once you recognize that, like you can move forward quickly. The 6 of Cups underneath, 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, the Cancer energy there of the Chariot, the 4 of Wands. Okay. I see the King of Wands here too. Page of Swords, 3 of Swords, 4 of Cups, Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles, the World, and the outcome. There it is. All right. So Virgo energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, got to look at something from the past differently. Something from the past that you spent a lot of time on that ended up collapsing. I feel like you're still wallowing around in that sadness, okay? Or misery or loss but I'm seeing you're going towards something really great, okay? And it's like all you need to do is integrate the wisdom. What did you learn from that? You don't need to keep wallowing in it like, oh, it's going to happen again, or I was mistreated, or this was unfair. Yes, you're right. You don't need to sit there, though. Don't keep just like, oh, it was unfair. This is terribly unfair. And I was just, wounded. Like, you need to move on from that. Okay. Because there's something really great coming in. When you finish that, like the self-pity, when you see it as a gift, because I feel like you're moving towards something really wonderful. The King of Pentacles there with the Ace of Cups and the World, a whole new world. And the Wisdom card here, you're integrating what you're learning. The Seven of Wands, Moon, Five of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. The way forward is to walk through this darkness, okay? The way forward is to acknowledge the pain of what happened instead of getting stuck in the victim mentality. Acknowledge the pain, recognize the fears, learn that you are stronger because of this. Some kind of resilience. All right, that's very, very good. Some kind of resilience. New moon in Libra could be helping you on the 21st. The Strength card. Oh, Ace of Swords. Absolutely. The Sun card. Eight of Cups. This is the new journey. So once you get unstuck by recognizing that you have a story that you're telling yourself that's holding you back. This could be from childhood. This doesn't have to be like an immediate thing. This is about letting go. Maybe you made a mistake. Maybe you broke up with somebody that you still love and you're like, oh, why did I do that? Like, all those things need to be released because you're moving into something really wonderful. And I like this very much. This Strength card, Ace of Swords, and the Sun. Moving into something gorgeous. Gorgeous. Drop your ego. That's what's going to help. All right, you guys, that's it for today. That's what you need to know right now. See you tomorrow. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.